Hey guys, welcome back to the Teacher's Click. I want to talk to you today about where we find ideas for our TPT products. Now, ideas are everywhere. Everywhere on the internet, everywhere in real life. Wherever you look, there are different ideas, and we can use that for our benefit for Teachers Pay Teachers. Let's talk about how we can do that. The first way we can do it is by looking at things we have laying around the house, such as magazines. I know for me, I get like the AARP magazine. My electric company sends us like a magazine for the corporation that it's in. I get magazines or ads like Black Friday ads or just ads in our local little newspaper about the grocery store or what's on sale, anything like that. You get tons of ideas. In fact, what I do is I go through my magazines I get and I do like little baby sticky notes. I call them baby sticky notes. They're little bitty sticky notes. And I get those and I put them on the edge of the page on the item that I want to talk about or might can consider doing a project about, or a worksheet or a question, anything like that. So I'll put the sticky note on the edge of the paper and I'll turn. Then when I'm done, I've got a little stack of magazines and I'll stack them there. And then I'll look back through and jot those down on what ideas I had. Another place you can find this stuff in is on websites. Now, I'm not telling you to copy anybody because I would not want to do that. Who wants to be a copier? No. So we can look on Teachers Pay Teachers or other websites for educational purposes and look at those and see what other ideas are. Do not copy anybody, guys, but you can take an idea, like the broad idea, like on fractions, let's say. I do not do math, so fractions is not my thing. But we can take fractions. Somebody does not have the market cornered on fractions. If somebody has a winner fraction sheet, well, you can have a winner fraction sheet. Don't copy their fractions, make your own fractions. Come up with your own clip art around it. And then boom, you have your fraction sheet. You can post on Teacher Pay Teacher for winter time. And then you can change that up and do different fractions for different seasons. Just a great idea. YouTube. This platform right here is full of Teacher Pay Teacher, like entrepreneurs and creators and just teachers asking for help in general about different subjects. Search it out, look it up. We're all looking on YouTube. How do you think we found this? I look at other people's YouTube because I want to learn more about it. That's how I started in Teachers Pay Teachers. And if you're starting out, you're searching everything you can find about this, all the information. You want to know all the things and all the stuff. So there's a spot where you can find ideas. Then there's tons of different posts on what ideas are out there, where different people can find different inspiration. People find inspiration everywhere. Let me tell you an example. So for me, I have this, some people consider it a strange, not habit, but a strange taste for something that I like. Well, I am a huge pro wrestling fan. And I mean, like professional wrestling, I love it. My oldest son is named Stephen Austin after Stone Cold Steve Austin. But my husband's groom's cake at our wedding was a wrestling ring with 2 wrestlers in it. We're huge wrestling fans. We watch probably 8 hours a week of wrestling every week in our house. And that's if nothing exciting is happening, no pay-per-views are going on, anything. We're huge wrestling fans. So, in fact, I wore a shirt today, just to give you an example. This is my Randy Savage and Ric Flair shirt. Love it. But that's just something else. It's a part of me. I love wrestling culture. I love the ideas, the storylines. I love it. I love it. So what we did, well, we listened to wrestling podcasts a lot. And so an idea came this past week. We were on a football trip that was 3 hours long to watch my son play. So we were listening to our podcast. So as the podcast was going, I had a clipboard, this clipboard right here, in fact. And so I would write down different ideas as they come to me on our trip. So the guy we were listening to, I won't really say his name, but you know. So he was talking about a certain lawn care service at his house. And they had messed up something or something like this, what they could do better, their customer service, all this stuff. And I was like, idea, lawn care service business. That could be a project that I do in my project-based learning aspect of Teachers Pay Teachers. So I jotted that down. I was like, heck yeah, That's an excellent idea how I could do that. Something else would be TV shows. Right now, as I'm filming this, it is November 5th. So, like almost every other lady in America, I am all about some Hallmark Channel, and I never would have said that, in my life. This past year, the first time I ever watched a Hallmark movie. I kind of like them. And they're the exact same movie all the time. There's like 2 little bitty things that are different in every movie, but the theme is the same. And the girl and the boy get together in the end and they share a kiss, because that's all you do in Hallmark. But that's what it is. Every movie. But I love it. I can't help it. I like it. So anyway, but what I did was I took from that, I was watching one the other day and I was like, I can use this by doing a Christmas village. Create the perfect Hallmark Christmas village. And that's a project I'm working on today. In fact, I'm typing it up. I'm going to have it posted by this afternoon. So that's something that I just took off watching TV. And I'm going to have a project about probably a 25 to 30 page Christmas village planning project. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm excited. I've been taking notes all day yesterday, a little bit today, but that was the idea I got from watching the Hallmark Channel. So this is right in front of me. I've got to use it. But there's stuff everywhere. We just got to pay attention to what it is. You can learn lessons like insurance. I got my insurance bill the other day, and I was like, oh, insurance, oh, too bad. And then my husband's like, yeah, but we got to have it. Yeah, we got to have it. Wait. Kids need to know about insurance. Why don't I make a sheet up about insurance? So guess what went down on my ideas? Insurance. It's not fun, but you know, we have to cover it. I know in my subject we cover insurance. So a lot of subjects and businesses you cover insurance. So what we need to do with all these ideas is we need to brainstorm. And we're brainstorming constantly. So you got your phone. Everybody has their phone with them. I have my phone with me all the time. So I've got a notes section. So I have one notes section. So if I don't have my handy dandy clipboard with me, I will take my phone out, and in my notes section, I've got ideas. It's one of my notes boards. And so I'll pull it up and I'll type like Hallmark movie, Christmas village idea. And then if I think of something with it, I'll just go underneath it and write Santa's workshop, or you know, Christmas parade, different little things. And so I can go back and check that out and look at it and see what I have, you know, to go on from there. Brainstorming is huge. The big sticky notes, I was looking around my room because I don't have any in here, but I usually have them with me at all times because I love the big sticky notes from Post-it. I mean, they're like freaking huge. They're like 3 foot tall. Love them. They're one of my favorite things I use in my classroom all the time. I use them at home. My husband thinks I'm crazy because I love these sticky notes. I've got where I love the little bitty sticky notes. I love the medium-sized sticky notes. I spend I don't know how much money on sticky notes. It's crazy. I think I obsess a little bit, just a tad bit. That's okay. It could be worse. It could be worse. So these sticky notes, I'll write ideas and I'll stick them on this one big sticky note. And so then when I've got a few down, I'll be like, okay, what are we talking about today? What do I need? I need to do a YouTube. What do I need to say? My content calendar that I worked on last week, the big board that I told you guys about, I've been putting ideas on that. I want to do this. Next week's about seasonal, because we're into Thanksgiving and Christmas, Martin Luther King, all that good stuff. We have to cover seasonal products. So that's something that went on the board, is seasonal products. Then I had a list of what to put on there and what not to put on there. But I know I wanted to do a YouTube over that, so I made a sticky note just for the YouTube. So it's a great way just to brainstorm, keep up with it, but pay attention in your everyday life. It could be from anything. It could be energy drinks. My son drinks energy drinks sometimes for football. So maybe energy drink comparisons, maybe a comparison as far as generic versus name brand items. That kind of stuff. That's the idea. I'm putting that down. There will be a worksheet on my Teacher Pay Teacher Show about that one. It could come in handy. Different ideas about, like, could be about Christmas. It could be about different sports, different things like that. Anything that we're watching on TV or that we're reading in an ad or a newspaper or a book, or maybe vacations that we've taken in the past, or maybe family traditions or things we want to start, or maybe vehicles. It could be the weather. It could be anything. Just pay attention to your surroundings. You'll come up with tons of ideas. Just write them down. Just jot them down. If it's just a note that you may not even look at again, maybe you just take a random picture off something you see and in your mind you're thinking, I need to do that. Just keep it handy. Okay? Guys, thank you so much for coming. Come back again. Make sure you subscribe and like, and let me know how you keep up with your ideas. How do you keep up with ideas? Is it a different way than what I said? Let me know. Bye guys. See you next time.